welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Anetta. So for today, I think I am going to get into a sort of like weekly reset. My main spaces, pretty much the kitchen, the bathroom, the living room, need a little bit of TLC at the moment because obviously we live here and I really need to tidy up in here before the weekend. So I think that is what I am going to get into today. And I'll take you guys along for some of the cleaning. Yeah, so let's get into it. Laundry always feels like that one chore that never ends, doesn't it? I swear, I'll get everything washed and folded, and then somehow by the next day, the basket's full again. But I've been trying to look at it differently lately. Instead of seeing it as a task, I've been seeing it as a small act of care. Keeping our home and everyone in it feeling fresh and taken care of. It's like a quiet reset moment before the rest of the day starts. Do you ever have one household chore that just instantly makes your space feel more peaceful when it's done? For me, it's definitely laundry. Something about fresh sheets or towels out of the dryer just feels so grounding. Once the laundry's going, it's straight to the kitchen because let's be real here. It's where life happens most. Between morning coffee, lunches, and dinners, it's constantly lived in. I used to get frustrated by how quickly it gets messy again, but now I kind of see it as a reflection of a full home. Our meals are made, our conversations are had, and memories are created here. Lately, I've been trying to find little ways to make this space feel inspiring again, like swapping out dish towels for ones that actually match my decor, or keeping a candle by the sink, or just starting the day with a clean countertop. What's one little habit you do that makes your home feel more like you again, even on the busy weeks? Before I even start wiping down the counters, I like to take everything off first. It gives me a clean slate and a chance to see the space again without all of the distractions. It's literally taken me almost 4 years in this house to really find my style. I've gone through so many phases, buying what was trendy, trying to make things match, and somewhere along the way, it finally started to click. Now, I feel like my style has really evolved into something that feels like me. I like pieces that feel warm, intentional, a mix of old and new, simple, but definitely cozy. And when I find something unique, I usually end up grabbing it because I know it's not something I'll see everywhere. Lately, I've also been trying to save a little and work with what I already have, like repainting my cabinets instead of replacing them. It's those small changes like that that make me appreciate the space even more. It's funny how when your home starts to reflect your actual style, even the simple things like cleaning, it starts to feel more enjoyable. This is usually the part that takes the longest, just working through the mess. There's always that moment where I ask myself why I let it get this bad, and then halfway through I start to feel lighter. I think there's something therapeutic about cleaning, not the pressure to have everything perfect, but the rhythm of it. The water running, the sound of the dishes clinking, wiping one space clear and seeing a little bit of progress. It's like proof that you can create calm, one small thing at a time. I used to look at cleaning as something I had to do after work, but now it's become more of a reset for me. I'll throw on a podcast or music, light a candle, and it kind of becomes my transition out of the workday from the laptop and meetings back into my real life. It's funny, I spend all day solving problems for everyone else at work, and then I come home and realize that even loading the dishwasher is a form of problem solving too. But this kind actually gives me peace. I think as moms, we crave order not because we want things perfect, but because we need space to think and to breathe. Sometimes cleaning feels like clearing mental clutter just as much as physical clutter. And I try not to rush through it anymore. I let myself slow down, take my time, and notice the details, like how the light hits the sink or the smell of my cleaner. Those tiny things feel like such a luxury when the rest of the day moves so fast. Do you ever notice how halfway through cleaning your mood starts to shift? It's like your brain realizes, oh, okay, we're making progress. That's usually when I start to feel a little more at ease, like I can finally exhale again. There's something about this part when everything's finally clean and I'm just putting things back where they belong that feels so peaceful. It's not even about having a spotless kitchen, it's more about creating a space that helps me breathe again. I've realized that when my environment feels chaotic, my mind follows. But when I take a few minutes to reset, even just loading the dishwasher or wiping the counters, it completely shifts my energy. I think as working moms, we're always juggling so many moving parts that these tiny resets are like our way of saying, okay, I've got this. Sometimes I'll light a candle or just stand here for a second with my coffee and take in the quiet. No noise, no rush, just gratitude for the home I get to take care of. Do you ever notice how your mood changes once your space feels calm again? It's wild how much peace comes from the simplest moments. So I think I'm going to pause there for today. I did do the kitchen. So I got everything done there that I needed to get done. And then tomorrow I'll pick back up with the living room because that needs a dusting, and then the bathrooms for sure. So those are like the main living spaces that I really need to get like a weekly reset done this week, especially on because they just have gotten so out of control. So yeah, I think I'll pause there. Like I said, kitchen looks good, and I'll pick back up tomorrow with the rest of the house resets. It's bedding day, and I usually end up washing my sheets once a week because between the dogs and everything else going on, it's definitely needed. I feel like my bedroom is one of those spaces that's kind of been on hold. It's done in the sense that the layout works and the big pieces are here, but decor-wise, it's just not as cozy as I'd like it to be. I've spent so much time focusing on the downstairs, getting the main area styled and feeling more complete that I've kind of ignored this room. And I think that's why I don't come upstairs much during the day. It just doesn't have that cozy, inviting feeling just yet. But lately, I have been thinking about changing that, maybe adding some texture like a new rug, some softer layers, maybe some new bedding or pillows, something to make it just feel warmer and more lived in. But cleaning days like this always remind me how much better I definitely feel when everything's fresh and taken care of. So it's not just about checking off the chores, it's definitely about creating the spaces that actually feel good to be in. And I think that's why I need to come here and focus a little more on getting this room styled. If you do want to see maybe a video where I add those cozy touches and redo the bedroom a bit, let me know in the comments. It might be the push I need to finally finish this space. our master bathroom, and to be honest, this space really isn't my style. But you know what? That's okay, because we've only been in this house for 4 years, and I've learned that things just take time and, of course, money. Even though I lack patience and I want to see things very quickly be done, I just have to remind myself that it'll be okay and it will get done, but it just has not been my priority. When we bought this house, there really wasn't much on the market. It was just one of those times where we saw it out of the blue and we had to basically move because of our situation where we lived and stuff. So I am very grateful that we did find this place when we did. But yeah, everything in here is purely cosmetic, and I know that one day I will get around to updating it, but like the kitchen cabinets downstairs and the master bedroom upstairs here, it honestly just has not been my priority this year. But what I do love about this bathroom though is the size. It's very big, it's open, and there's so much space to move around, which obviously makes cleaning a little less of a chore. And for now, I'm just keeping it simple, clean, functional, and good enough until I'm ready to take on another project. By the time I'm done with everything, the house just feels different, much lighter and calmer. It's not perfect, but it's still definitely a work in progress. Every space in this house has slowly started to come together over time. Some rooms obviously feel finished, others are still waiting for their moment, and that's okay. I've learned that home isn't about having everything done. Patience. I need to have patience. It's about creating a space that grows with you. And between work, life, and everything else that we have going on, I'm pretty proud of the progress that we've made, even if it's been slow progress. Because these are the little things that make a house feel loved. Clean floors, fresh bedding, spaces that feel very cared for. So for now, I'm just enjoying the stage where things aren't perfect, but you know what? They're ours. And I know little by little, it'll all come together in the end. Okay, so we just got back from running a bunch of errands this morning. And I got a bunch of stuff at Trader Joe's, so let me go through that. We got some macarons. We got these dark chocolate almond butter cups. Teeny tiny apple pies. Thought these looked pretty good, maybe to have like with some tea or something. Oh, Matt got, I guess, these coffee lovers espresso beans. Got these pumpkin recipe dog treats. Give one to the doggies. One to Tracy. Sit. Sit. Emma, sit. 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 Sit pretty. Yes. Emma. Pretty. Yes. There. Then we got these pecan pralines. These were really good. We already had them last time, so we just got another container. I found this pumpkin cheesecake. Dark chocolate peanut butter cups. Oh, Noelle wanted these mochis. And then we got these milk chocolate peanut butter cups. And then last we have these maple brown butter almonds. That's everything we got.